What's up, bestie? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Kristin, and as always, I'm so excited to see each and every one of you. And today, you're really gonna get the essence of who I am, why I'm here, why my name literally says Kristin Inspires in my handles, literally all of my handles across all platforms, because I am literally here to inspire you and to encourage you, to motivate you, to make you feel like you have to keep going. Because that's how I feel in my life, right? I feel like I have to keep going for the sense of other people are connected to my journey. And so today we're gonna be talking all about my road to 100K. So, I mean, just imagine it right here, right? Imagine my YouTube play button right here, this time next year. And I am so excited because this is now the month of August, and this is also my birth month. So I literally take August a little bit more personal because this is the month that I was born. And in 2 weeks, I'll be turning 28 years old. And so from the year of 28 to 29, I am challenging myself, literally challenging myself in two different ways. One, hitting 100K subscribers on YouTube, and then secondarily, hitting 100K in revenue from my brand deals, affiliate links, partnerships, all of the things. So those are my two challenges, and I'm gonna let you know how I'm gonna do it. This goal or this journey was actually also inspired by Erin on Demand. She is another amazing creator who is doing something similar, and I'm like, hey, like I can definitely hop on that bandwagon. So before we get into the how, I want to talk a little bit more about the why. So like I said, I am turning 28, which means like, I don't know, 28 is giving big girl vibes. Like, I mean, like we're growing up, okay? We are still young adults, but that means that we are literally taking life a little bit more seriously. I am married, I do have a family, I have a husband, and I have a little pup. These beings in my life literally mean so much, and I want to do all that I can for them in order to continue to help support and provide the life and the lifestyle that we want and desire, especially before our future kiddos come into the picture. So I believe it's important for me to keep going, keep digging, keep tapping into the God-given gift that I have of creativity, of content creation, of all of the things, because that's what I believe that I was put on this earth for. So when I came up with the name Kristin Inspires, I actually had a mentor who helped me with that, and I was telling her, we were just kind of talking, and I'm like, yeah, like I can't actually remember if I said it or she said it, but it was like at the same time when we both said it, it clicked, because I always talked about my main goal and my main mission was to help inspire others, especially on their walks with Christ, especially when they feel like they don't have what it takes to live out their God-given purpose. I feel like I was called to help pull that out of people, like to help encourage them, to help keep them accountable, and to motivate them to keep going through discipline even when motivation is not there. So that is why I'm coming here publicly today to challenge myself, and literally you guys are gonna hold me accountable. Like, that's what we're here for. That is what this community is gonna be here for, because I want you to know what I am working towards so that, again, it can help you, it can motivate you, it can inspire you to keep going. So the first way I plan on doing this is actually making YouTube my full-time platform. I love all the other platforms, don't get me wrong, but I want YouTube to be my home. I want it to be my hub for everything that we have going on. One of the ways I plan on doing this is by incorporating series. And what you don't know is that you're actually in the first episode of our new Coffees with Kris that is gonna go live every Friday afternoon. And I mean, of course we have our coffee. Cheese for the thumbnail. And these are literally just going to be chats, like, again, encouraging chats, inspiring words, things that I've been learning, things that I'm working towards, just so that we can build a deeper relationship and that you could really know who I am. I honestly want to be able to really get to know who you are as well. So we're gonna sit back and get comfortable, and in these chats we are going to be able to just go a little bit deeper into our journeys and our transformations and how God is working in our lives and what we can do to really, again, be there for each other. There are also a few more exciting series that will continue to be unveiled along the way, but this is something I'm really excited about. One, because I believe that series hold me accountable, like being forced, and forced is a very strong word, but being encouraged to show up at a specific day, at a specific time, for a specific reason. Like, I need those certain things when it comes to creating, especially because creating can be such a free-for-all, and us creatives, we love just going with the flow and like doing all the things, but sometimes that is not going to be the most efficient way of doing things. And so I'm very excited about the series because it's just going to help me be consistent on YouTube and continue to grow to these lofty goals that I've set for myself. The next thing that I'm going to be focusing on is reading more books. I truly believe, and I've honestly believed this all my life, but books are the gateway to so much knowledge that a lot of people don't ever get because they don't ever sit down to read. Now, one thing I do love Audible. I love listening to Audible books, and then I also love physical books, and I do have a library card at my local library. I am one of those girls, okay? So my goal is to be reading 2 books a month, 1 fiction and 1 nonfiction, self-help, business, faith, whatever it may be. And just again, to kind of keep myself focused and to make sure that I'm learning more about my craft, learning more about the industry. And then also the fiction is in there just to also make sure that I'm having fun and still getting those creative juices flowing. Now, if I'm gonna be reading all these books, recording all these series, then that means going into the third thing, I am not gonna have as much time to consume as much content. Now, don't get me wrong, I love consuming content, and that's actually how I kind of knew that I loved creating content, because I think it's so exciting just to see what the other people in literally around the world are up to. However, I do know that for me personally, it does, one, sometimes make me a little bit insecure because I may not have everything that someone else has. I may look a little different, I may talk different, I may just be different from them. And then secondarily, it also creates a little bit more of imposter syndrome because you see other people's skills, you see, like again, like what they're doing. And I've heard this term, I don't actually think it's biblical, but I have heard this term that comparison is the thief of joy. And so when I spend so much time consuming content and I feel like there's something and somewhere else that I would rather be than in who I am in my present self right now, I feel like that's a little bit of a problem. So again, I'm here to encourage you. I am here to push you and motivate you. But if you're gonna hop on this with me and make these goals some of your goals, then I encourage you to sometimes shut out the noise and make sure that you're listening to God. Make sure that you're listening to the community of people around you. Sometimes social media can be a little bit isolating because these people are virtual, but making sure you're really tapping into like community physically around you as well. And so that is going to be my goal. Just consume a little bit less and create a whole lot more. And lastly, and most importantly, the thing that I'm going to be doing to really elevate just me as a person, but then also this personal brand, is to be spending a lot more time with my creator, spending a lot more time in my word, spending a lot more time in Bible studies, and really making sure that if I am going to show up as the person that God created me to be, then that means I need to know who God created me to be. And I can't know how he created his creation if I don't know the creator. I know I kind of said a lot right there, but it makes sense in my head. And so I think that that's going to be so important to ensure that I am deeply rooted, because again, in this social media industry, it can be rooted with a lot of vainness, a lot of selfishness, a lot of idolatry, and I'm not trying to get like that. Like, all that I'm gonna do, I wanna be able to give glory unto the Lord in every single thing that I do. So I'm not trying to just get caught up in all of the vanity metrics and all of these things. Yes, I have a goal, a metric goal, but that is because I honestly and truly and deeply believe that God put these desires in my heart for a reason, because he knew that it would be my hope and my joy to truly advocate for Christ and to truly encourage others that, hey, it may look like I'm doing all of this, but the strength of God and the power of God is what I'm working through. So that's it, my friends. That is going to be the things that I am going to be implementing for my road to 100K. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you actually embark on this journey with me. Whether it's a different number, a different goal, I just hope that you challenge yourself to do something a little bit big to go towards your God-given purpose. So if you're going to be implementing any of these things that I listed, please let me know in the comments. Let me know your goals so we can hold each other accountable, okay? Hold me accountable, because now I'm sharing this with you because you're officially my bestie at this point. I also hope that you're just as excited about this new series as I am. I cannot wait to see you every single Friday for as long as the Lord allows. So thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be sure to see you in my next video. Bye.